Hey everybody, Jay Barrino here. Welcome back. It's Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. We're on the last mission of the El Cid campaign. Mission 6, Reconquista. Also known as How I Learned to Stop Caring So Much About the Time of These Missions and Began Enjoying Age of Empires 2 some more.
We were trapped and alone in our kingdom of Valencia. The Cid immediately sent out messages for potential allies, but there were few to be found. The Christian kingdom of Aragon was too far away, and King Alfonso of Castile seemed in no hurry to come to the Cid's defense. Even the Cid's old ally, Motamid the Moor, was of no avail. Yusuf had sent him into exile in the Sahara Desert, where he spent the rest of his sad days composing poetry. The Berbers rode around the city for 10 days and nights, shrieking and banging their weapons on shields made of hippopotamus hide. But the Cid comforted his troops, prayed, and planned a counterattack. And then the unthinkable happened. During a brilliant surprise attack to capture gold and horses from the Berbers, Rodrigo Diaz, my Cid, was shot by a stray arrow. The surprise attack became a rout, and the Cid's men barely made it back to the castle with his broken body.
Not that brilliant.
Rodrigo and I knew he would not last the night. But we also knew that without their Cid to lead them, the soldiers of Valencia would never have the strength to stand against the Berbers. So as he breathed his last breath, I strapped my husband onto his horse, Babieca, and placed his sword Tizon in his hand. Babieca stood out above the city of Valencia. My one hope was that the men would not realize the charade. Realize that their Cid was already dead.
So you guys notice that El Cid, he's there, but like he seems kind of dead, right? He's sort of slouched over and slumped over. I guess no one was getting too close to him. They just assumed he was still there. That's fine. Gotta keep the morale up. This has been a trend I've noticed at times, where it seems like in the last mission, or the last two missions, the actual namesake of the campaign is dead, and then you play the afterthought, I suppose. But it seems like we're going to be holding out against the Berbers, or taking the fight to the Berbers. I don't really know enough about this event historically to know if this happened. I know there are several cases in Age of Empires 2 where it starts out fairly accurate, or at least they're trying to. They're making an effort, and then by the end they're just making stuff up. But in this case, I have no idea. Defeat the 3 armies of Yusuf so that Valencia will remain free. The body of the Cid near the castle must come to no harm, lest the people of Valencia realize that they have lost their leader. Jimena Diaz is restricted to a pop limit of 125. You will need to expand out from the Valencian fortress in order to procure more resources. Spanish cannon galleons are powerful. You should use them when attacking Yusuf in Africa. Concentrate on fighting in Spain first. Later, you can attempt to sail across to Yusuf's base in Africa. I see. So it's Valencia, but the map is expanded more here with the Strait of Gibraltar, and I assume over here is Africa. Jimena Diaz has all the buildings that she needs in Valencia to quickly field an army. The Blackguard army is north of Valencia and the most immediate threat, but it can be dispatched by a series of quick raids. The Blackguard army is composed mostly of cavalry and cavalry archers. Blackguard navy is west of Valencia but can be reached by land. Its camp is better defended but can still be attacked early. In addition to cavalry, the Blackguard navy has some monks. Yusuf is the most dangerous enemy. His ships may attack Valencia early on, and his fortress in Africa is dangerous. Yusuf trains cavalry archers, and monks, and he will attempt to transport across the sea in addition to fire ships and cannon galleons. So this is why we need a navy, if only to defend ourselves, and then we need some castles along the coast to stop him from landing. It says his ships may attack Valencia early. It's interesting how it said, don't worry about Yusuf. You can attack him later, but like it seems like we're going to need ships pretty early in order to defend ourselves. Okay, here we are.
My poor Rodrigo. Tis only his horse who lives.
See?
But the men must not find out, or they will never have the courage to face Yusuf.
I like dead El Cid. Okay, so we have several workers here. This, once again, I have to tab out and back in because my cursor wasn't locked in. Apologies. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, get over there. Got some camels. Got some rams. Let's kill this Treb and then get out of here, because I don't want to attack this castle right now. I just want to stop them from sieging me, please. So let's head over here. We've done it. And then we have to bring them over to me so that we can stop this attack. So the Camel Archers, I'm not 100% sure what their strong suit is. I assume they're just better cavalry archers, though I really can't be sure. They're going to cut us back and back and back and back. Admittedly, a very bad start here. I shouldn't have retreated in the first place. I should have taken care of business. Let's head up here. You guys go and check up here for more resources. We're going to have to tack over there soon enough. Not much lumber in our base. Siege rams coming in. Go and take these out. Oh, okay. They are certainly putting pressure on us early. They said that we had what we needed early. We're in Imperial Age. I'll be honest, I didn't really appraise my situation very well at the beginning. So we are in Imperial Age with all of our Castle Age upgrades. I'm just going to restart. I'm just going to straight up restart. That Treb on the left really does not concern me. Let it attack walls for all I care. If they just have one of them, that's fine. Let's go up and around and bring our rams with us and maybe destroy that castle. But for now, let's just, again, kind of focus a bit on what we need to get started, which is going to be early lumber, which we don't have that much access to. And then we need more fishing ships to get onto these farms. Rebuild the fishing things. Gonna do this. Alcide is basically, he is definitely dead. His faction is dead Alcide. So let's go up here, because I see them coming from this direction. Let's bring the rams. And again, they can do whatever they want to do. If they want to attack these walls, I'll rebuild them later. But right now, I want to go and find any production that's undefended by castles. Further, I can't afford to get one trebuchet, which is really all I need to destroy that single castle. It looks like there is some pretty decently undefended stuff up here. It's just some cavalry archers. And I assume the Camel Archers are the Berber special unit, which are, if I had to guess, just special or better cavalry archers. Again, that's just my guess.
Monday?
Okay, that's fine. Again, we're just going to get some fishing ships, keep getting workers. Let's get them up here on stone. I must have a mill somewhere because I'm able to build farms. Do I have a mill somewhere? I don't actually know. There's the Treb. Okay, take care of those and those. And then we're going to head down to the left, and we want to push back this attack, and then we're going to push over to those other units, or bases rather, on the left. Not having access to gold will make things challenging. I'm going to continue making pikemen at the beginning here. Again, let the rams kind of handle this. And you know what? Fine. Go ahead and attack that stuff. I don't care. That's absolutely fine, dog. All right. And again, we're just going to push this back. Let's move the trebuchet out of the walls here. Don't attack the tents. Get over here and finish up the trebuchets. Okay, and then you come on over here and attack the castle. And frankly, I don't want all these units running in to attack the trebs. I could send in some. Like, let's send in the Cavaliers to do it. Don't send everybody. Right, you guys back up. We're going to steadily destroy the castle. It's going to take some time. Let's get a second trebuchet, because they just destroyed mine. With their trebuchet. Back up here. Keep making workers. This is all well and good. Just keep making those workers. And then we're gonna need this. Back up. Don't throw away your lives on that. We just have to get rid of this castle, and then we can get rid of Cyan completely. We could also send the rams in. Go for it, buddies. Should have started rolling those down earlier. This is one where I have to, I have a lot to pay attention to early on. Get more fishing ships, and we have to focus more on a navy here relatively soon. Not enough lumber. Okay, come out here, buddies. Just focus on lumber for now. It's fine. They will kill that eventually. And we just have to keep making workers. Okay, let's come up here. We'll harvest through these trees, similar to what we did last time. Apparently I build a conquistador. That's fine. That's fine with me. It seems like Cyan's not really a problem. I am concerned about enemy boats coming in here pretty soon. This side is covered by the castle. We have to come down here and defend our food income here from the ships. Okay, and then let's focus on our economy here for a moment, specifically our lumber. Okay, I think I could have done this a lot earlier with the rams, and I should have, because I didn't realize they weren't going to really build anything else. Notice that they are not really constructing anything.
Monday?
What I should have done is just built a TC here. What I'd like to do is cram a castle in, probably down here. I can certainly afford to build one, so I think we should do that to protect our coastline from ships. And there's some high ground up here, so let's do that. Okay, and yeah, that's right, our cannon galleons are better. I don't really have that much spare food for this. And I don't think I have a mill, so I'm just going to build one so that I can make sure that I can auto-rebuild farms. Cyan's already gone. Okay, that can't come soon enough. Not enough wood for the second TC. Again, I should have done an early TC. They said there was another faction to attack early on mainland Spain, so let's keep looking for it. We're kind of keeping them penned in here because they're just running into my stuff. This castle finishing will be really big. Okay, get some basic attack upgrades. I have enough now for this TC. Okay, which is for more lumber and such. And then Trebuchet, move on up. Oh, hey, hello! Need more houses. Oh, that's right. So last mission I had unlimited houses, but now I need to actually build them. That's too bad, you know? You hate to see it. Okay, he'll figure it out. That's coming up. That'll give us some supply also. Queue up some missionaries. Where is this other base? We have to find it. There's plenty of gold all over the place. That is one thing that is for certain. What did they say that the other yellow, right, would make? It doesn't say. It just says they can be attacked by land, but doesn't say what they are prone to making. Here they come. The castle's done. The question is Murder Holes researched or not? Yes, it is, so that'll be fine. Again, we'll get some missionaries to heal this up. Build another Treb to help us push into yellow where we can. That's good stuff. Let's go ahead and grab a university. Okay, finish that up. There are more fish farms down here, but again, they're not as well defended. We need to focus on gold income right now. So let's get this saturated as soon as possible. Lumber income's coming in. That's all well and good. I have food, so I'll go ahead and get light cav. Just to kind of get this going. And then we have to find yellow, and I believe I have. They're like right here, so let's kind of inch in. Let's hotkey here. I need to find some actual infrastructure of theirs that I can move in and kill. I don't really have what I need to snipe workers in an efficient manner, but I'll try to move in and do it. Like that. Siege workshop, go for it. Okay, here we go. Okay, don't mind if I do. Never mind, he's dead. Maybe they have that upgrade that kills their stuff if you try to take control of it. Okay, turn and fight. They have camels, we have camels. It'll be fine. Okay, get into it. Keep coming up with some light... Well, light cav is not really the answer, honestly. Because they're mostly camel riders, which directly counters us. Alright, so let's move on up here. I'm looking for where the majority of their infrastructure is. Capped rams just move in and attack stuff. Keep rolling forward. I see their TC is in this general area. Again, I'm very focused just on this attack, and I need to focus on my economy more. That is for certain. Go for the TC. And then just rams go ahead and attack their infrastructure. This is all going fine. This is all going fine. Camel riders, let's bring you up. I didn't realize you weren't with us. That would have been really helpful. Next, I need to start upgrading my ships and getting some more sheep yards, which we can do along the edges here as necessary. Okay, that's all of my plus whatever upgrades. That's the official name for them. I didn't know if you know this, but... It's 1, 2, 3, I guess. Aren't there 3 levels of them, or are there 4 levels of them? Now go for the castle. That may force them to resign. At the very least, we've gotten rid of a lot of their abilities to make stuff. It's really just this, this stable. University is done. Let's get ballistics straight away. Architecture would be great. We are getting boat upgrades right now. There's so many... I'm going to get more shipyards along here, and they'll be able to have better ways to return food and such. Okay, let's move on up. Might even be able to steal some of these, if they're proving to be big pains. Never mind, they're all dead. Back up. Just don't throw stuff away. Whoa! I don't think I wanted to do that. Here, you guys come down here for the stable. Okay, back up. The rams will get in there eventually, I think. Okay, so Spain is ours, right? So what I'm going to actually do here is delete some of these walls so that I can make a ton of shipyards. Right, maybe a mistake. I'm not sure. Turn this in, and then I'm gonna focus on econ. Okay, we're gonna do it like that, and my boats are all sort of scattered up here. Okay, we'll make galleons. I'll get shipwright queued up. Once those are done, we'll be able to handle this better. We're gonna get probably a castle crammed in this corner and just delete these so that I have room for them. Oh my gosh, I swear I told these things. To attack this. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, they're destroying my fishing ships, which is no good.
Construir.
Okay, let's focus a bit on making sure that our food infrastructure in the water stays safe. Again, getting a castle on the edge here would be great, and we don't really need these. We can rebuild them at another point in time. It's fine. So we want to do it like this. Very nice, and then we can grab dry dock as well. Or we can do fast fire ships, actually, would be better. So here come their fishing ships. I mean, they got some of my fishing ships, but in the grand scheme, it really wasn't that bad. And I got more coming out. Yellow has not officially resigned. Let's move up and attack this. Go ahead and attack those. And again, I believe mainland Spain is like completely mine at this point, which is great. Let's go and take some of their random mining camps. They will be mine. I could steal their tents as well, I suppose. Okay, so now it's all about boats, right? Because if mainland Spain is ours, we're gonna need a lot of lumber, which we know, and we're gonna need a lot of. This looks good down here. We're gonna need a lot of lumber, and we're gonna need a lot of gold. There's a relic there. I don't think they can carry. Yeah, they can't carry those. That's all right. I'll get a normal monk for that. Seems like it's worth it to collect relics for sure, so we will do that. Again, I'm surprised that they haven't technically resigned yet. I think I have enough boats to realistically defend myself if necessary. Let's go ahead and just get like one more fishing ship for down here as well. And we're just going to go ahead and grab these. And I will rebuild more fishing traps eventually as well. Again, architecture would be nice. Bombard Tower could be fine. Upgrading to keeps would also be good. At this point, again, I don't really need a huge standing army. I don't want to have to walk a... Oh, they just die. Okay, I was going to say, I don't want to have to walk a villager up here. They have that... They have the tech where their stuff just dies rather than them giving them to us. All right, go and pick this up. I'm surprised Yellow hasn't technically resigned. It must be the shipyard, and that's it. Again, nothing's going to get through this, plus the castles on either side. They're just not going to... I mean, I could even get another castle down here if necessary, but I don't think it is. All right, so what's our future strategy going to be like? I'm just going to go ahead and start getting pretty much every upgrade available to me. It seems like at this point we just need a lot of food, as our most Imperial Age stuff costs tons and tons of food. We have all of our ship upgrades except the elite cannon galleons, which are going to require a bunch of lumber, which I am working on slowly but surely. I don't have nearly enough workers. So let's start getting these things going here. Like these folks are harvesting lumber from like way over here. Let's consolidate a little bit. There's certainly, again, access to more than enough stuff. And by stuff, I mean resources. Okay, there we go. Yellow may resign, or should resign, I imagine, unless they have stuff in the upper left. Nope, there they go. Okay, great. So, again, Spain is ours. We have conquered it. Iberia is ours. Well, not really. Southern Iberia is ours. And we are relatively well defended. We should grab sappers and supremacy and then attack only with workers and see if we can kill a castle with workers. Like, I'm sure we could. The question is it, like, worth the effort and time at this point? But it would be really funny. The other thing, too, is I imagine that the enemy does not have bombard towers. Bombard galleons. And without bombard galleons, they're never going to be able to take out my castles. My castles with chemistry are going to obliterate enemy ships, because that's what they do. Okay, so that monk did his... You can die. Units are harder for monks to convert. Could be good. +3 conversion range. All of those would have been good early, but I didn't really have the... I really didn't have the gold. Speaking of gold, let's go ahead and just pick this up too. We need to just maybe spread out our gold income around the map because there are just a few different places that we can get it from. So like over here looks really juicy. Let's just go ahead and get some villagers over there. Let's go ahead and get this stone fully saturated or close to it if we can. We've got this up here as well. There's a lot of different places that we can get gold from. Let's take our galleons. And I suppose what we could also do is get a few cannon galleons. 3 is good. Just to sort of hang out and see if we can start picking a place to bombard. And when we land, we can mass build castles. We'll just bring a bunch of workers and we'll build like 3 castles all at once. And we'll do what we need to do. The other thing, too, is keeping an eye on where Yusuf could land. So, like, if he really wants to, he could land up at the top there, which would kind of catch me off guard. And I guess, if that's something that he would consider trying, what I should do in advance is just build a castle up there, because I could afford to do it. Right, just to ensure that he doesn't just, like, casually land up here and cause me problems, I could get a castle, like, way up here. He might also just land down here. I mean, by the end of all this, we're going to have so much stone and so many resources in general. I'm not too concerned about overbuilding castles, because there's plenty of access to stone. There's tons and tons and tons of it. Absolutely fine. There's some more down here, too. Let's do that. That's too close to the stone tiles, but honestly, it's fine. And one thing that's also very tempting for me to do, I guess what I'll do is bring this army, but typically I would just kill all of my... I would just kill my entire army and like, rebuild it once I'm over there. And then, of course, we want to get elite conquistadors. Again, I see that their strength is in Castle Age, though, and I feel like they drop off a little bit in like post-Imp Age for sure. But regardless, I still think they're pretty good regardless. They're a faster hand cannoneer that are slightly less accurate, but you can micro with them similar to Camel Archers, which I think is really strong. So there's more gold down there. We got 21 folks on gold, and in fact, maybe at this point, just need more on lumber. Also known as wood in this game. Guess we could like build bombard towers in their base. Could be funny. We can go to champions as well. There's really nothing else for us to upgrade. Here are my cannon galleons. So again, let's kind of go down the left here and see if we can find a spot. I mean, he's not attacking me at all. I actually think I'm taking more time at this point than I necessarily need to, and that's not because I'm concerned about taking too long for the video. It's more like the longer I wait, the harder Yusuf is probably going to be to kill and the more aggressive he's going to get. And or his AI is just broken at this point, but I couldn't say. Couldn't say. Okay, this is silly. The Tower of Agony. Also, it outranges my cannon galleons? Wow, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to attack that full force with galleons. We're just going to attack that with a ton of galleons and then have cannon galleons blast it from the back. Not enough wood. Yep, that's gonna be the thing for sure. Is gonna be lumber. What's up with that tower? Is that one of those like super special towers that was in the Saladin campaign? I remember those. It looks beefier, that's for sure. Oh, they're mad. Hello, fire ships. You gotta do your job, dog. Okay, let's sort of keep scouting around and seeing. We're going to have to take care of that super fancy tower eventually. Okay, so here are these. Let's wait until we just get more normal galleons to soak up the costs. Or the cost, I guess, of attacking with the cannon galleons, which are really expensive. So we'll get normal galleons to sort of absorb that. It is true that there is not that much available wood in Spain at this point, but I don't think we're gonna really need that much. You guys can go ahead and transition over here, or in fact, go ahead and get this set up. And then as I see I get idle villagers, we can transition them from one patch to the other. That would be fine.
Excavar.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got a good amount of cannon galleons right now. Just gonna get normal galleons. Again, to absorb the shots from that big tower while we nuke it down. Got plenty of food income. We're gonna probably, I'm gonna, at this point, overbuild boats. We can always delete them once I clear out a landing zone. And we build some castles and then frontline production, and then we just flood the crap out of the Berbers. Okay, so here's what we do. We right-click that, and then we right-click that with both sets of boats. But we want my normal ships taking the heat. We can keep some in reserve, like the fire ships, and some galleons to kill enemy boats that want to come and, you know, mess with us. Tower of Agony, that's right. Okay, we handled that how we needed to. Get rid of their sheep. Oh, there's another one. Okay, everybody move up into range of it. I feel like making more ships would be a waste of supply at this point. We just need to get rid of the Tower of Desolation, and then we can outrange the castle. It's just these Mondo towers that seem like they can outrange everything. Is what we need to be extra careful of. Go and chase that down. Get rid of their sheep yards, and then we'll have a nice little landing zone on here on the coast that won't be covered by a castle. Obviously, we're going to make... I'm just going to make one transport ship. I'm probably going to need more, but I can make multiple trips. Dude, look at that little ship. He's a god. I could have kept Cyan and or Yellow alive to try to trade with. Oh, yeah. I love how fast the projectiles move with the Spaniard galleons. That's fantastic. It's a lot of gold that we do not need. Again, at this point, we just need lumber. So, if we just destroy his ability to make ships, then we're really cooking with gas. All of you, you're going to come into the transport ship. If you can actually figure out your way there. I think they'll be able to figure it out. Let's keep going up the coast. We have a navy. Let's make sure that we're using it for stuff. Go ahead and kill this. See ya. There's another castle. Again, this is what we have ships for. We might as well use them to take out these castles so that we don't have to mess around with our other army that we haven't technically built yet. Okay, very nice. These guys have been chasing stuff around. Looks like they're rebuilding some shipyards. Is this full? Did they make it? They did! Actual human gods. Spanish workers. Come on down there. He's done it. You know what? I don't even mind if you kill some of my... galleons, because I'm going to need to reclaim this supply when we land, all right? Come on. Shoot again. Fire it. Don't let him take a cannon galleon. Okay. Okay. So we'll do this. Don't you dare. Okay, and then over here. And then that. Actually, go for the trebs first. Dude, it's insane how fast these shots land. I think I might be building a little too close to them. Okay, this castle needs to go. Build some of my own trebs. What do we need? Stables.
Construir. Construir. Construir.
Okay, I should have built production before I built the castle, because now their whole army is here and they are extremely upset with us. Let's just keep going up the coast and seeing what we can kill with the cannon galleons. Yeah, those monks aren't getting anywhere. Castles might live. Because we got the boats supporting us from the back. Okay, this is great. I'm loving it. We also need to... Oh, you know what? I deleted my stables at home. Let's just go ahead and get the highest level of that stuff. Let's go ahead and get barracks here as well. I can't really fit as much as I would like back here, and I don't know how close you can build buildings before they start getting stuck, so this is fine. So yeah, let's make knights into camel riders. That sounds smart, right? So of course we're going to build another castle once this barracks is done. And then I guess upgrade to champions, not that we really need them. And then we're going to do it like this. And we're going to try to maintain a high ground where possible. Cannon galleons, come on up here, attack that. And we're going to make halberdiers, because it's mostly cavalry. Alright, yeah, they weren't kidding when they said, hey, make flippin' cannon galleons against Yusuf, because this is really good. I'm doing a little better in stopping all my units from getting converted, because this was a problem I had previously. Okay, and then guess what we're doing? We're going to build... There's like one small tile here of high ground. Go for it. Move forward. Protect us. Unpack the trebuchet. We're going to start getting conquistadors. Elite conquistadors. Never mind, we're maxed out. We still have the boats that are covering us. I'd like to keep going up the coast to see what we can find. Not at paladins yet, but as soon as we get paladins, we're going to have them outclassed. I mean, camel riders still counter them, but paladins one-on-one are extremely strong. Yeah, go for these stables. Oh. Sorry, camels. And the plan was, as this stuff gets mined out, then we can transfer them. But, you know, I'm not too concerned about it. It's the good old castle creep. You'll love to see it. Okay, then go for this. If this actually finishes, I will be shocked. But you never know. I think they're going to let it finish. Trebuchets coming up and attack the town center. I actually feel like this mission was much easier than the last one. This is what I was talking about, inconsistent difficulty. I realized I ended the last mission by saying, like, oh, this mission, Mission 5, was harder than the last two. And it's like, well, duh, it's later in the campaign. But what I was trying to get at is that they're really inconsistent. They're just all really inconsistent one way or the other. Hang on, let's research bomb... No, not keeps. I mean, keeps are good, but we want to research bombard towers and build those in their base. Granted, it's too late. I'm pretty sure we already won. The invasion of Africa has proceeded as planned. And unless they built a lot of siege weaponry that I wasn't able to cover, which I mean, I've got cavalry. Did I start paladin research, or did I cancel it accidentally? I think I just didn't even have cavaliers in the first place. I actually upgraded to cavaliers during all of this. Anywho's, I can build my T3 cavalry and out cavalry the camel rider faction. So, well, they have, I mean, Camel Archers, I'm still not 100% sure what their benefit is. I'm sure they're just better cavalry archers, but are they really, could they possibly be good as Mangudai, I wonder? Probably not. Let's get a TC here, too, just to be rude. We can steal their farms. Alright, so now we just have to start killing their, now we just have to start killing their, infrastructure and any workers that we find. So, I'm more keen on killing their infrastructure, but I realize at this point it would be probably the most cost-efficient and time-efficient to find and kill villagers. So actually, let's do that. Let's listen to the smart Jaberino that has heard the comments that said villagers are the key to getting the enemy to leave. Gosh darn it. So let's go see if we can find the rest of them. They're up here somewhere. They have nowhere to garrison anymore. I think they're hidden back here, but I can't see them. Spies? Spies, please? Is it the fishing ships that count? Because I'm thinking now it's probably the fishing ships that count as workers in this case, or villagers, rather. Just kill this flippin' monastery. I'm sick of it. I'm losing so much to conversion because I'm not paying direct attention to these monks that keep spawning and taking my stuff. Goodbye, Halberdier. Thanks for the food, idiots. Okay, they can no longer... Cool, okay. Anyway, I do sort of feel like this, like, AoE 2 specifically has the habit of bringing out comments that, like, when I really need help, I get, like, overly detailed help or wrong information. But when I don't need help, then I get people that are just reaffirming what I already know, if that makes sense. So, like, I saw a couple videos back, there were several comment threads, not just one, so I'm not trying to, like, call anyone individually out, about conquistadors. And, like, I feel like, even as a new player, it's very obvious to me that conquistadors are an extremely powerful Castle Age unit. And people were trying to tell me that they weren't that good, or, like, they weren't as good as I thought they were, because I was saying they seem like a better hand cannoneer. And it's like, well, they're way faster, they're way more mobile, so even if they're not as accurate, against the AI, they're going to be much better for that reason. I think I do have to kill everything, because I don't see any other workers left. Oh, there's another one of these towers. And the idea is you get a gunpowder unit. You don't need to research chemistry, which you don't get until Imperial Age, but you can build them at Castle Age. So it's like a massively powerful ranged unit, even if it is slightly less accurate. So, like, to me, it seems really obvious. So, you know, I think that if you want to argue that conquistadors aren't that good, I'm the wrong person to do it, and I'm not saying, like, hey, you're definitely wrong, but I think the idea or even the abstraction that you're going for when trying to explain why they're not good is not helpful for a player of my caliber, at my level, right? At, like, a certain level of play, you know, you can maybe go into more of the weeds, the details on how the sausage is made and why, you know, I recognize the argument, but again, it's not helpful to me, who's, like, just looking for useful strategies to get in at the ground level, if that makes sense. I got an achievement. So I don't know. I think it's, you know, I guess I'm trying to be more upfront and clear, transparent about the type of information that I need to succeed at this game. And I understand, because if someone asks for help for StarCraft and I start going into, like, oh, there are hidden damage modifiers and that kind of stuff, like, that's not necessarily helpful to someone who's just has no idea what they're doing from the ground floor. But yeah, I can understand how a blanket statement when I said, hey, conquistadors seem better than hand cannoneers, I can understand how that might just trigger the crap out of somebody. Anyway.
It was the twilight of Moorish Spain. The Berber army had been broken, and Valencia withstood the siege. King Alfonso would not allow us to bury the Cid until he could personally attend the funeral. When he arrived, he dispelled all thoughts of interring the Cid into the earth. Instead, the Cid's body was preserved and placed near the altar of the church, seated on an ivory stool that he had captured from the Moors. clothed in precious silk, and holding his sword, Tizon, in his left hand. And who was left to rule in Valencia? King Alfonso of Castile or Count Berenguer of Barcelona? No. Valencia is mine. It is I, Jimena Diez, who claims rulership of my dead husband's kingdom. And if the Berbers return to Valencia, it is I whom they shall find commanding the soldiers of Rodrigo Diez, el Cid Campeador.
So did she come clean after the battle? Like, hey, he was dead the whole time, heh. Or was it like, oh, he died during the battle? I assume that it was like he died during this battle. I don't think there was really much that we missed. Those really big towers were all along the coast. There was really nowhere better for us to go, I think. I mean, up here might have been better. We could have gotten rid of their stables earlier and stopped the camel spam. But in general, just the enemy ferocity of this was way, way, way less than most of the rest of the campaign. Like, what was it, Mission 3, where we had to rescue King Alonso? Alfonso? Alfonso, right? Where we rescued King Alfonso, where the attacks on that map were worse than this one, and this was the last map. There's just not very good difficulty consistency at all in this game, and I found that to be a consistent problem. That doesn't mean I dislike it, but it is confusing when it comes to, you know, figuring out what the heck to do on certain maps. Because some maps, you gotta build stuff real fast, and some maps, you can boom to your heart's abandon. Like, I tried to boom a little too... I mean, I'm talking about booming like I'm an expert at it. Like, for me, you know, I built like 2 or 3 TCs. I'm building villagers. It's great. For me, that's booming. It's not like hardcore 3 TCs, but I was like trying to boom in the 5th mission of this, and like, no, you can't do that. Whereas this map, there's like barely any pressure after you get out of Cyan, so I don't know. Maybe I just moved fast enough that it was fine. In any case, I really like this campaign. I wish we had the opportunity to play as the Spanish Civ for the whole time instead of only 4 of the 6 missions. But that's okay. I had fun with it. Spaniards seem really, really strong in the sense that they have both a wide and deep tech tree, meaning they have access to a lot of Tier 3 stuff, both upgrades and units. And it's not just like one specialized path per se where they're missing a lot. I think they have siege rams, and then they have halberdiers. I think they get the elite skirmishers. They get champions. They get paladins. All that good stuff. I think they even get heavy cav archers, if you really want to get that. I don't know why you would, but the main stoppers they don't have. I think they just stuck at archers, right? You can't even get crossbowmen. So that's where the compensation comes in with the conquistadors. So, like, you lack a lot of accuracy, I guess, with your ranged options, but we did fine. All right, well, thanks, everyone, for watching. I had a good time with this one, and I'll see you next time for the Montezuma campaign. Bye-bye.